Good afternoon. Hey, this is Spirit Journey, and I like to talk to you about my experiences at the IAC. The IAC is the International Academy of Consciousness. It's located on 57th Street in Manhattan. That's in New York City. I had 3 weekend sessions. And it's really nice. I especially like the second weekend session. It's we had some really great instructors. My very first experience there in the practical, because first they talk to you about what the whole thing about doing astral work and different techniques. And the technique that I did on the first weekend was to get your body vibrating. At first I thought, oh, brother, maybe vibrating, whatever. But it it did work, like, because, the concept is kind of tricky. Like, they tell you to have energy go from the top of the head all the way down to the feet and vice versa. And then to extend energy. And I was a little confused with that. How do you do that? And um, so I just kind of like imagine, you just like pretend to yourself, hey, I'm making energy go in my body. Oh, I can feel the energy. To myself, I'm saying this. And lo and behold, it does happen. The energy that, I mean, I've been told that our whole being is energy, and the matter that we look at is actually what they call solid energy. So I think that helped. I said, okay, if everything is energy and that I'm energy, concentrate or be aware of that body part, and then you're going to start feeling sensations and everything. And that's what I did. So I started thinking. I think with me, I'm more like visualize myself, that I'm looking at myself with this light, like a light beam coming down on me. And so that's what I do. And then I visualize myself, that the energy is being mixed up in my body. Um, and the same thing with externalizing the energy, that the energy inside your body is coming outward. Yeah. Let's see what else. So at the end of that first weekend, which was like 2 weeks ago, how do I do this now? Yeah, they had us go on mats, and you bring your own blanket. They turn off the light, and yeah, when I was lying down and you know doing the exercise for the energy movement, I actually started feeling it. And I think that also in that first one, we had to, I think, hold on, like you breathe in for a count of one, and then you hold it in for a count of four, and then you exhale for a count of two. So a 1-4-2 ratio, and that was kind of tricky, but as I was lying down and trying to do the breathing exercise and with the doing the energy work first, my whole body was vibrating like you wouldn't believe. And I did feel at one point that something was about to happen. And I got a little scared. I have to be honest. Yeah, I got a little timid, you know. So I did not astral project, but I thought the exercise was powerful. And The other 2 weekends, because I had a total of 3 weekends there, we were given a homework assignment, and they gave us 3 different techniques that we can try at home, and that's supposed to be our homework assignment. And the one of the 3 that I decided to do was the candle. Like they have you set out a candle about maybe 5, 6 feet away from you, and then you stare at the candle and the flame of the candle, I should say. And then to imagine yourself being one with the candle. And the trick with the purpose of that is to get you in a relaxed, focused state, and that your astral body will, because you're in one with the candle, that it will come out and you'll astral project. And before any type of attempt for doing astral work, astral projection, I should say, is to have a target, to say beforehand what you want to do. And that also is a motivation to project out of your physical body. And so that's what they also tell you to do. And so what I was doing today, I was practicing, seeing, what, how it work at home. So initially, first I did the energy work, or I might have forgotten what the energy work is for. That when you have your body, your astral body or your spirit body, do the vibration, it loosens it it helps separate your physical body from that astral body of yours, or you can say your spiritual body. And the faster the vibrations, it loosens up the connection between your physical body and that other part of you. And once it's loosened, you can try to exit out of your body and to astral, astral project. So during the exercise, I did have a strong vibration, and I'm still in a vibrational state. Mostly my legs and feet, I notice, not so much my torso, arms, and head. So that's very interesting. And a lot of times, some people might leave their body feet first or leg first, and then head last. They talked about that also. Okay, so I was doing the vibrational work first, and then let's see. Oh, the pineal gland. I, if I didn't mention, with the energy work, you have the energy. You imagine energy moving up and down your body, but also with your head, and the pineal gland is just behind, in between the eyes and the center of your head, and you could activate the pineal gland by having the energy come down. Imagine it coming down in your head, coming out the forehead, and then wrapping around in like in a circuit, going up and around like that. And then you can reverse and go in the opposite direction. And this stimulates the pineal gland. And they said once that pineal gland is activated, that if you do have the astral projection stimulating the pineal gland, they said that the projection is very quick and all of a sudden, So I was doing that. And again, I did not have a astral projection. However, I'd like to tell you what did happen. As my body is in a vibrational state, and when I was relaxing and trying to move my energy, I saw like a tunnel, and the tunnel was a narrow tunnel, And then it started to get a clearer vision of it, more sharp. And it looked like actually like a cave, like it's rocks, like these dark rocks. And at the end of it, and it's circular, and the rock is very rough. I mean, very bumpy rocks. And at the end of this cave or tunnel of rocks, it was an opening, and it looked like a blue sky, and it was starting to get clear. I said, "Oh wow!" And then I saw it look almost like a cigar-shaped object in the blue sky-looking thing, and and then it was a little red light that I saw on it just for a couple of seconds, and um, I didn't see anything anymore. Um, so I thought that was something. And let's see, what did I do next? I continued with the vibrational work and um, with the pineal gland also. What you can do to facilitate a pineal gland activation and astral projection. What you can do is, in addition with the energy thing going through the pineal gland and out and around, you could, what you call, you look up, like imagine like you put your finger and you see how your eyes get closer together because you're focusing on the finger, and then you lift upward. So you're looking up at the forehead, and you close your eyes slowly like that. And that does something because of the act of your eyes moving up. And someone, psychologist told me that recently too. Um, if you do that exercise, that um, stimulates your right your right side of your brain, I believe. It does something with the circuitry, and it happens quicker to get into an altered state, not necessarily an astral projection right away, but it greatly facilitates the out of body. I mean, uh, the change in consciousness. Okay, and then you continue with the relaxation. You have your eyes closed, but your eyes behind your eyelids are up and looking upward, as if you're looking up in your forehead area. And you continue doing that. That can facilitate an astral projection. And again, with intent, like you want to have a lucid, meaning conscious, or an awake, to be awake when you astral project. Okay, and again, with the candle, you could also, one of the other techniques they said is using a candle, and you stare at the flame, and again you become one with the flame, and you can astral out that way. And then another method they gave was, if you have a full length mirror, to get a chair, a comfortable chair, and sit in front of the mirror, and then you do your energy work. Imagine that the energy is going from the top of the head to the soles of your feet, up and down, and then you externalize the energy of your body, and you continue doing that. When your body is in a vibrating state, uh, you look inside, you look at the mirror, and you just stare at it. And at one point, they say for you to look at your body in detail, sitting down in a very relaxed state. Be aware of your reflection in that mirror. And this will eventually, your whole the whole point of that is that you're so engaged in the mirror that the reflection you believe is actually the you, and that will cause almost like a transference of you projecting out of your body and onto the mirror. And then you'll be able to do the astral projection. So, so that was my experience with the I.A.C, the International Academy of Consciousness. And also, I noticed early this morning I tried to practice, before I get up out of bed, when it's still dark outside, I would try to relax and um, try to get myself in an altered conscious state. And I saw, let's see, yeah, I've been seeing like a white pattern and little shapes inside this white pattern. And I don't remember the details of it, but it looked nice. And then I remember seeing it looked like a cone shaped object, but like with ridges, like it was standing vertical with um, like vertical lines, and that they taper on each end, and it's slightly twisted. It's like getting two ends of something and you twist them in opposite directions, so it's curled. Slightly has a curl to it. It was black in color, and it had streaks of bright colors in it. You know, and again, both of those objects was I saw just for a couple of seconds, and then again that was early this morning. So that's what my experience was like today. And I have, let's see, I have one more weekend at the I.A.C in the city, and I'll keep you forward, posted on my experiences. And again, please feel free to share your experiences. You could comment below and share your experiences with the rest of the viewers. And you could share this video with friends and family members, because maybe they're interested in learning about astral projection. And lastly, to give this video the thumbs up. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.